Hello everyone and welcome to the 4th episode of Mystery Meadows here on the channel. So as you can see, I have sped up the footage a little bit. That is mainly due to the fact that I'm not really doing much kind of big major rides or anything. I'm just kind of theming it up a bit and just kind of making the first area basically complete. So as you can see, the first thing I'm doing is editing the end of the coaster to make it a bit more thrilling as the end of the ride, because it's kind of a bit like Rita in a way, but better obviously. But yeah, because the end of it was just a bit boring. It just had a couple of airtime hills, so I've made a nice helix. And then, as you will see later in the video, so be sure to stick around for that, you will see the epic theming piece that goes in there, in the middle of the helix, like the swarm, which has the fire truck that used to have a fire effect, but Merlin classically, is that a word? I don't even know, turned it off. Probably due to operating costs or something like that. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, just editing the smoothness of it, and stuff like that. So yeah, in terms of stuff going on outside the footage right now. Wait, no, hang on. I will come back to the yapping about random stuff after I end up putting this water piece in. So I've made this nice kind of lake that kind of which the track's around, which should kind of create a nice kind of like central kind of aspect that you look at when you're on the ride. So yeah, I've created this buggy. No, I haven't created it, I've edited it. Which obviously, because the thing with the resort theme pack is that there's not really any kind of big scenery pieces, because the only really one I could find was this buggy. So what I did was I added some fire effects and stuff. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the same thing to this. But then I'm also going to add kind of this smoky kind of effect, just to add a bit more kind of liveliness to the area, because it just looks a bit kind of static at the moment. So yeah, I ended up removing these kind of smoke all the way along the lake, kind of stream. I don't know. It's kind of a really long river but it's not really a river because it doesn't go anywhere. I don't even know. A pool of water, there we go. Something like that. So yeah, just adding these nice effects to the buggy, as you can see. But yeah, one thing that I really do have to appreciate Frontier for is having the non-customized trains, because it basically means that I don't have to look at a Formula 1 car on a beach theme, which looks quite weird. So yeah, so here we have the other main kind of central piece that's gonna go in. Now this is made up of the mythology pieces, so it's not necessarily resort specifically themed, but it's gonna fit into the area quite nicely, I should hope. So yeah, this kind of, I'm hoping you can kind of understand what the vibe of this ride is gonna be. It's just kind of be like a kind of beach invasion type thing, where all the water kind of water plants and stuff are kind of resisting, I don't even know, something like that. Make up your own storylines in the comments if you want. But yeah, I do pick a name for this at the end, so you will see that as well. So yeah, creating this nice kind of archway as the coaster goes up into the first airtime hill, that should be quite nice. And then as I realised, if I'm going for this kind of destruction kind of vibe, I need to make it a bit less linear. So I've just kind of tilted the planks a bit to make it a bit more kind of sturdy. Is that even a word? I'm just making up random words as I go. But there we go. So just adding this nice kind of weed vibes to just kind of add to the ambience. I left that other arch piece down there, just kind of add to the destruction kind of aspect to it. As I now realise, I forgot to put a queue into the ride, which is obviously not very good, as you need to get to the ride somehow. So just putting the entrance and exit. Now, something that I really do mess up quite a few times is as you can see, I don't make it go to the ground immediately, because at this point I've not figured out how to move the paths vertically, which, as you'll see later in the video, I later correct. So it looks a lot nicer than just kind of a floating queue. But yeah, I don't really want to kind of separate this from the whole area, because I want it to kind of be this like kind of contrast of like you have the nice pirate ship, which I accidentally turned the comments off for the episode 3, so you didn't get to comment your names. So quick one, be sure to leave your name suggestions for the pirate ship down in the comments below. I will do one. I did the coaster by myself, but yeah, I want a name for the pirate ship, because I cannot think of one myself, because, you know, I like to keep things interactive, you know. I don't want to just do everything myself. I want to keep you guys involved as well, just kind of make it a bit more fun, I guess. But yeah, just moving these nice kind of umbrella things over to the queue line, because we need the shade, you know, because I feel like it's been getting quite hot recently, and I know some theme parks don't really have the best kind of shaded queue lines. Actually, on Vampire last week, they kind of sent well, you know how you have like the holding area, like before you go into the station, like they didn't have that. They just let everyone through, and then they just instead of kind of holding you there and then letting you go down to the station to go straight onto the ride, they kind of made it just so it was a normal queue, like from the station. So I was queuing in like the kind of the tunnel bit, which obviously helped to reduce like the heatness and stuff. Is that a heatness? Yeah, that is a word, surely, right? I don't know, I'm just making up words as I go along, because that is what we do here. So yeah, there we go. But yeah, I feel like other parks need to kind of I think actually, yeah, because coasters like Stealth don't really have a lot of kind of shelters area and stuff like that, so I feel like that's something that other parks could work on. Like Smiler, for example, obviously I know it like interacts with the track and stuff, because like the track is very close to it, but I feel like that's just an example. Like I feel like as like the global warming and stuff, but there we go. But yeah, we go back to the video. I'm making this guy's kind of beach party sign, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just kind of make it like kind of Six Flags New Orleans vibes, and just kind of put another word text going and saying cancelled. Like it's quite nice. But yeah, that looks quite nice. It's kind of it feel like Dark Forest, where like the 2010 races are cancelled, the forest is taking over, stuff like that. That's kind of the vibe I want to go with this, and I think it's looking quite good. Obviously, at the end of this video, this will not be the final product of every single like kind of bit of the area. I will come back to it and add some stuff, but I think I'm gonna move on to my second area in the next video, so be sure to subscribe to stay tuned for that. And yeah, we will see how that goes. But yeah, I need to spin the wheel again. I'll probably add maybe 2 flat rides into this new area, because this first area was a bit kind of the base, the starter for this series. So what I'm going to do now is I'm kind of adding these loads of rocks around the area, just kind of add to the kind of destruction vibes of it, because it looks a bit flat at the moment. So yeah, I just added this nice what's it called, terrain paint thing, whatever. What's it called? Terrain brush or something like that. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, I added that to the there's Liam Delap, the best football player in the world. I actually stayed up until 4 a.m. last night to watch the Chelsea game. It was so worth it. We won 3-0. But anyway, this is not a football channel. This is a rollercoaster channel. And back to the roller coasters. I'm adding the exit path to the first coaster, which you find out the name shortly. So what I've kind of done with this is I kind of made this kind of underground tunnel type thing. I don't know why, it just kind of looks alright, I guess. But yeah, I'm removing the rocks from the stairs now. But just adding more of those rocks. Scenery brush, that's it, there we go. I knew it was something like that. Yeah, so adding the scenery brush around just kind of make the rocks a bit more kind of prevalent, and also did more of the sand work, just kind of make it a bit less green. And I'm also creating the entrance portal to the new coaster, which I fiddle around with a lot, which will obviously look a bit less because of the speed of the footage, but there we go. So yeah, just creating the entrance portal for this. So in terms of future episodes, I know I'll come on to that later in the video. I'll focus on the present day for now. But yeah, this is I don't know why I have to fiddle around with this for so long. But yeah, there we go. And here we go. This is when I realised, oh wait, this queue line looks quite terrible when it's not elevated. When it's elevated, like about 2 meters off the floor. So what I did was I used my intellectual thinking and made it so it was flat. And I had to recourse the kind of queue line around the umbrellas that I put in earlier. So yeah, it looks quite nice. I hope. Obviously, as I said in my other as I said in my other episodes, I'm still getting used to this game and this not handling. It's not F1. It's kind of physics and stuff. But yeah, it'll be a learning process, as I said before. So yeah, just adding these random bits and bobs now into the queue line. I'll obviously, if more stuff gets added, I'll obviously go back to it and add some more stuff. But yeah, just adding cocktail sign, stuff like that, just kind of make it a bit more immersive. Because I want to create like a contrast between the ship, which is like, oh my god, beach vibes, happy, and then the coaster is like a bit more like sinister and a bit more like kind of turns dark, you know what I mean. So as I realised, I haven't got a food stand yet. So I add some lovely pizza. I don't know, I think I created pizza because I had pizza for lunch. So there we go. You learn something new every day. I had pizza for lunch today. But there we go. Now here's me stupidly realising that I hadn't connected the shop kind of cover to the scenery group. So I had to go back and quickly re-edit the new one so I could include the shop kind of covers and stuff, which is actually a very helpful tool. But yeah, just adding these shop covers onto the thing, and then also I'm going to kind of surround it with nice walls and stuff, and then also kind of name the pizza and the coaster. But there we go. It's going to be a bit shorter episode today because obviously, as I said before, it's not really a lot of major work. I'm just kind of tidying stuff up and just kind of finishing off the area. But there we go. So yeah, this is a bit shorter episode than usual, but it means that you get to enjoy more of the work in a shorter period of time, so you can get on with your beautiful lives. But there we go. I haven't had one sip of water while filming this. That's actually a miracle. Because usually I'm like, oh my god, I need another sip of water, oh my god. But now I'm like, I'm fine. But there we go, just adding the roof to the pizza shop. I keep it yellow, just kind of add to the beach kind of vibes. I'll probably change the colour of that later. But just kind of a basic panic pizza, because kind of the beach kind of escape and stuff like that. Now, I don't know why I did this, but I added the pineapple sign to the pizza. That's probably not ideal because I'm going to Italy in a few weeks, so I'll probably get killed when I go there. But you know, it is what it is. If I get killed, I get killed. But yeah, to add in now the entrance sign to the coaster. Oh yeah, so speaking of Italy, it should be quite nice. I'm going to a few parks over there, so hopefully, so be sure to subscribe for that, and everything that comes with that. So yeah, Beach Bomber is the name for the coaster. I hope you like it. So then I realised I have to make the sign a bit bigger and whatever, so I just fiddle with that out for a bit. But yeah, exciting times for the channel, it really is, and we're really getting into summer now. But yeah, it should be very fun. Obviously we're getting into kind of Halloween. Obviously Halloween's very far away at the moment, but you know, September, when everyone goes back to school and whatever, it's very kind of quick from there, Halloween and stuff. So yeah, already getting towards kind of the middle point of the theme park season. Very surprising actually. I never expected it to go this fast. Obviously the new stuff we have for next year is very promising. We have obviously the Blackpool Flat Ride, and Portland's new area. That's very exciting as well. But there we go. That is the, I think, is that the end of the episode? Oh yeah, I'm just kind of adding a beach ball to the area, and there we go. What am I doing now? Oh yeah, I'm kind of beach. Okay, yeah. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. Do I just leave it there? I think I do. Yeah. Okay, so thank you all for watching, and hope to see you all in the next episode, and in the next videos on the series.